All right, welcome back everybody. So we want to get started on actually shading our drawings and applying some texture using shading. So I want to talk about a couple different things that can hopefully help you. So consider what we learned about on the value worksheet that we completed. Your goal with this drawing is to include a range of 6 different values, from your darkest darks to your lightest lights. So you want to make sure that you can include that variety. That again is what is going to help make your drawing look realistic. So first let's talk about how to effectively and neatly shade, because honestly I think that neatness is one of the biggest and most important things to help make your drawing successful. So your tools for this project are very easy. I just have a pencil and eraser and of course the photograph that I'm drawing from and my drawing paper. So I'm going to kind of take a look at the top of the penguin's head up here. This penguin has a very soft texture. You would imagine it would be like very soft and fluffy if you were to touch it. So I want to keep the shading nice and soft as well. When you are shading, in order to do so neatly, you want to make sure that you're kind of shading in the same direction. So I want to make sure that I am shading in a way that follows the shape of the penguin's head. Another thing that you want to do, just rock your hand back and forth gently. If you are moving your entire arm, you are officially moving too much when you are shading. You want to keep it nice and light, also tight. You want to keep your pencil strokes very close together. We should not see any lines or spaces in between. But if you do this, it's going to be much easier to keep your drawing neat and also to keep your drawing blended and accurate. So I'm not going to do too much of that at the moment. I will carry on more with that in a moment, but you can hopefully see that the way that I am shading slowly, my lines close together, it helps keep it neater. It helps keep it nice to have everything in the same direction. Okay, so let's talk about how you can actually use your eraser to help you draw. So I'm going to pull this over here because I'm going to focus on the beak. So when I'm looking at the beak, I see it's primarily dark, but it has a couple of small highlights in it. Now, those highlights can be hard to kind of shade around. So, for example, if I were to shade this mostly darker, and then if I want to use my eraser to draw in those lighter parts, and again, that's just with a regular eraser, nothing special. That is an excellent way that you can include highlights and those small details. Other areas where you might want to keep an eye out for where to use your eraser, when you have different light and dark areas of like an animal's fur, that's a great place to use the eraser to add some texture and differences in value. Oftentimes the animal's eyes will have like a highlight or a glare from where the light is hitting it. That's another great place to do it too. So I am gonna go ahead and do some shading. You don't have to finish the entire thing this week, but again, take your time. Make sure that you are working neatly. Pay attention to what direction you are shading in.